Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Physics Tricks. So in this video I'll be explaining pseudo force concept, and this concept I'll explain in a simple words. Okay, so see, before understanding pseudo force you have to firstly understand what is inertial frame of reference and what is non-inertial frame of reference. So inertial frame of reference, it is the frame of reference which is moving with constant velocity, we can say, right? Velocity as in it has magnitude as well as direction. So the magnitude must be same and the what is called as the direction must be the same, right? So that magnitude must not change and this direction also must not change, right, for the given frame of reference, right? So that frame of reference is called as the inertial frame of reference. One more definition is there, and that is, in this frame of reference the Newton's laws of motions are valid. Okay, now so laws of motion, Newton's laws of motion, as in what we have: the first law, second law, third law. First law is related to inertia, second law is related to what is called as the momentum, and third law is related to forces, isn't it? Action reaction forces and all. So inertial frame of reference, in this frame of reference Newton's laws of motions are valid. Okay, now so the frame which is not accelerating, that is called as the inertial frame of reference. The frame which is moving with a constant velocity, that is called as the inertial frame of reference, and the frame in which Newton's laws of motions are valid is called as the inertial frame of reference. So three definitions I'll write over here. First one, we have frame which is not accelerating. One under the same thing only. Frame which is moving with constant velocity. And third one, frame in which Newton's laws are valid. Okay, now the frame in which Newton's laws are valid is called as the inertial frame of reference. Okay, now so the inertial frame of reference, the frame which is moving with constant velocity, not accelerating, Newton's laws are valid, that is called as the inertial frame of reference, right? Why I am emphasizing on this? Because if you understand these two words, right, inertial and the non-inertial frame of reference, you can understand pseudo force easily, right? Now what is non-inertial frame of reference? Just opposite of that. Frame which is accelerating, frame which is moving with a changing velocity, the frame which is in which Newton's laws are not valid, isn't it? So all the three definitions will be the same. Frame which is accelerating, we can say, accelerating frame of reference. Frame which changes its velocity, right? Magnitude, direction, whatever it is, that is called as the non-inertial frame of reference. And the frame in which Newton's laws are valid, invalid, that is called as the non-inertial frame of reference. So I hope this is clear. What is non-inertial frame of reference and what is inertial frame of reference right now. So now what will happen, right, in non-inertial frame of reference, the Newton's laws, right, in the non-inertial frame of reference Newton's laws are not valid. Why? Because see here, now if I consider the man A, and which is in the, this man is in the lift supposed to be, and this is man B. Okay, and if I just cut this rope, right, this rope which is connected to this lift, now what will happen? This everything, right, lift with this man and the lamp will be in free fall, which is with an acceleration of 9.8 meter per second squared. Now if you consider the lamp's forces, right, on the lamp's forces with respect to B man, right, with respect to B man, right, pseudo force, everything I'll explain. Firstly understand this now. So I'll just draw over here. This is the man A which is on the ground. The man B is in the lift, and this is the lamp which we have. Okay, Now if you consider this lamp with respect to man A, and if you draw the FBD of lamp, okay, so this is the lamp supposed to be. Now I wanted to draw the FBD of this lamp with respect to man A. So this is for man A. So tension which is acting in the upward direction, then mg which is acting in the downward direction, and this is in the free fall. So acceleration A is equal to g. Okay, so for this man, if you wanted to calculate the tension, so it will be we have mg minus t is equal to mass into acceleration A. So t we have is mg minus m into A we have is g. So we'll get tension is equal to 0 Newton. Okay, no problem. So this is with respect to man A. Now man B, who is inside the lift, right? The man B who is inside the lift, if you wanted to draw the FBD of this lamp with respect to man B, this is a lamp, and I wanted to draw the FBD of this lamp with respect to man B who is inside this lift, then this man will see mg is in downward direction, tension is in the upward direction, and with respect to this man, this lamp is at rest, isn't it? So acceleration is what? 0 only, 0 meter per second squared. Now if you consider upward, downward, same thing, 0 is 0, no direction, right? So if you write down the equation, so mg minus t is equal to mass into acceleration, we have 0. So tension we have is mg. Oh, so see here, in the first case, this is for man A and this is for man B. For man A, we have tension as 0 Newton, and for man B, we have tension as mg. How can in a single rope two tensions are possible? This is not at all valid, isn't it? Man A will say the tension in the rope which is attached to the lamp is 0, and man B will say the tension in the lamp which is attached to this lamp, right, in the rope which is attached to this lamp, is T is equal to mg. Now who is correct and who is wrong in this? See here, this man which who is on the ground is correct. Now why? Because this man is on the inertial frame of reference, right? And this man will observe the things from inertial frame of reference. So that is why Newton's laws are valid over here, right? Whatever we have applied, mg minus t is equal to m into a, Newton's laws are valid. Nothing will happen, it is correct. But the man who is inside the lift, the man who is inside the lift will observe the things according to non-inertial frame of reference, right? So whatever tension he calculated is wrong. Now to correct it, we have to introduce one force that is called as the pseudo force. It is the imaginary force, right? It is the imaginary force. Now see how for this man who is in the non-inertial frame of reference, he has to apply one force that is called as the pseudo force, right? So for man B, so pseudo force concept is given so that Newton's laws will become valid in non-inertial frame, है ना? So if you wanted to validate the Newton's laws, then we have to introduce what? Pseudo force concept. And over here, this is the what is called as the lamp, this is the tension, and this is the man B who is inside the lift. What we have to take now, this is mg. Now we have to take one force that is called as the pseudo force in the direction opposite to the system's of acceleration. System is acceleration in the downward direction. So acceleration direction, force direction must be in the upward direction. And what is the magnitude of it? Mass of this object on which we are observing, right, on which we wanted to apply the Newton's laws, right? So m, mass of this object, into acceleration in the opposite direction, that is a naught supposed to be, so which is equal to m into g. Now if you just solve this, t plus mg is equal to mg, and we have t is equal to 0 Newton. So I hope this is clear. So to validate the Newton's laws, we have to apply the pseudo force on the lamp, right? Pseudo force on the lamp, so that the Newton's laws we can apply without hesitation, right? So I hope this is clear to you all. If anyone has any doubt in this concept, they can comment in the comment box. I'll try to reply to your comment as soon as possible. Thank you so much.